Are we sick of Mandani yet? Oh my God. Mandani supports law that led to dramatic rise in youth crime. Oh man. Really? Isn't this the problem that they're having in D.C.? Trying to lower in a lot of states across America, we're trying to lower the age because these young people, the youth, are committing these heinous crimes, shooting at people, attempted murder, burglary, carjacking, thefts, assaults, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. And I say lower the age. Put them in prison. Because these gangs, especially like places like New York and probably Chicago and everywhere else, DC, where they're not lowering the age to put these kids in jail. They just take them through juvenile court and then they're back on the streets. And then these gangs, they know this. These gangs can send them right back out and do the deed that they know if they get caught, boom, they're going to prison for years. So this is a problem. This is just right up there with defund the police. Don't lower the age for these youths, and just keep creating chaos, having the illegals in. Thank God Trump put a stop to that. Now we're working on getting them out. But no, let's riot and cause chaos at the ICE facilities, and let's protest the removal of these illegals. I think this is just right up there in the liberal playbook to help to push these agendas to create chaos. Transgender. Let's not lower the age to put these young criminals who are either committing murder, attempted murder, robberies, everything I just named. All this to continue to create chaos, and the libs are sticking to their guns. They are sticking to their guns, and we're seeing it play out every day. And the government is still shut down. They're playing because they want money, but it's still playing out. It's like the libs support crime. They support illegals more than they support their own citizens. It's amazing.
Well, turning now to the Newsmax crime report, police officials in New York say juvenile crime has exploded in recent years. And of course, much of the blame lies with the system's inability to prosecute young offenders or even violent young offenders.
Yeah, now some are saying the problem, it could get worse if Zoran Mamdani becomes the next mayor. Newsmax crime correspondent Jason Matera is here to explain that for us. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, Mark and Charla. So, yeah, the perpetrators and the victims of gun violence among young people have surged recently, which is exactly what happens when you pass a law that says juvenile delinquents cannot be prosecuted as adults. And naturally, Zoran Mamdani fully supports that law.
Wow.
I think we've even seen with Raise the Age that there are fewer arrests of younger.
Yeah. You raise the age, there's fewer arrests of young people. That is true. I agree. Because you're not arresting the young people. You just putting them in juvenile courts and then kicking them back out. I mean, stupid.
New Yorkers than there were prior to the implementation of that legislation.
Raise the Age is one of many progressive experiments in New York that has made it more difficult to put violent criminals behind bars.
It has become a central talking point of New York State Democrats that we have too many people in jail and prison. And so every policy initiative that's been enacted over that time has kind of been geared at lowering those numbers for the sake of lowering those numbers without even really grappling with the reality that a lot of people who are locked up need to be there.
Under this so-called...
They need to be there. Oh, there's too many people locked up. There's just too many of them. So Mandani wants to close... He wants to close the prison there. What's he going to do? Where's he going to move them? So he's going to let them out. Or how the hell he's going to do that? And let's not arrest the youth. No. They're young. They don't know what they're doing.
reform, juvenile offenders are shielded from adult criminal court and instead are cycled through family court, owning the land right back in the community.
Yep.
Seriously bad things come from a consequence-free environment. And right now, juveniles who commit serious crimes in New York City are living in a virtually consequence-free environment.
Damn.
Police say Damian Calhoun and several other teenagers opened fire in a shootout caught on camera last month, a hail of bullets ripping through East Harlem streets before Calhoun was arrested for attempted murder.
Do you guys think these little turds need to be arrested and locked up for a long time, running around with guns and shooting at people?
A year earlier, the then 17-year-old had already pleaded guilty to attempted murder, but reportedly walked free under New York's raise the age law.
Whether it's progressive prosecutors or sentencing reforms or other kinds of structural decriminalization efforts, all of those things work to do one thing, which is lower the transaction costs of committing crime and raising the transaction costs of enforcing the law.
And with Mandani's plan to have social workers and transit ambassadors respond to certain 911 calls,
What are they gonna do? Hey, they're probably gonna be scared because them kids might shoot them. You're gonna have ambassadors and more social workers? Would you rather have more police or more ambassadors and social workers on the streets?
the transaction cost for committing crime would drop even lower.
Zohran Mamdani's approach to public safety is going to be an absolute disaster for the city of New York.
My God. My gosh.
Just to underscore how dangerous this raise the age law has been for New York City, the police commissioner says that juvenile shootings has surged 200%. They've surged 200% since the law took effect. So I'm sure that Zohran Mamdani's social worker task force will have the problem sorted out in no time.
Social worker task force. That's going to fix the problem.
You know, Jason, this is the same thing that's happening in Washington, D.C. You have these 13, 14, 15-year-olds committing these crimes because they're asked to do so by the violent gang leaders who are older. They know the laws.
Yeah.
They know that if the 13-year-old commits the crime, they'll be right back on the streets to do it again. It's just a vicious cycle.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's strategic on their end. The gangs know that if they get a 13, 14, and 15-year-old, that they'll be out. I mean, it's strategic. And yet the politicians know it, the police know it, and yet the courts know it, and still nothing is done.
Yeah, it's wild.
Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. That this is what they're going to do. And this is the guy. Let's see if I can get Mandani. This is the guy that New York is going to elect. Hey, it's not just him. These other cities across the country, they're doing the same damn thing. We got to put a stop to it. We have got to put a stop to it.